Welcome to another edition of the Power Plays of the Week. I'm Jeff Power. We're here at Berger Stadium in the Austin Independent School District. Had a pretty good game right here as Bowie took on San Antonio Madison. I want to show you a key play. If you're a Bulldog fan, you're going to love this. Bowie was 9-2. Madison was 11-4 under Screedy, of course.
Myers, good for the first down, still on his feet. He is stopped just shy of the 10-yard line. Boy, Cole Myers, he just does not go down with that first tackle. He is always churning those legs and picking up yards.
That second effort right there was big time.
Struggling. Here's the flanker sweep, and it is going to go for a touchdown. Steve Johnson in the end zone. Bulldogs with the lead.
Steve Johnson's had himself a great first half.
Wheeler fakes, going deep, throws into double coverage, and it is caught for the touchdown. Steve Johnson, the safety, was there for the Mavericks, and he mistimed and jumped early. 3rd and 8. He fakes to Myers. Pass across the middle, caught, and into the end zone. Centerquist takes the hit and rolls on in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Let's stay in the capital city for a few more games. The Westlake Chaparrals hosting the Temple Wildcats. Chaps head coach Todd Dodge loves offense, and there was plenty of it in this game. Future Baylor Bear Chaz President with one of 5 touchdowns. Now that's a presidential performance. Jeff Carr had 193 yards on the ground, including this 61-yard run. Davion Curtis had 209 yards receiving as Temple tied the game at 42 all. But 659 yards of offense and 28 first downs was not enough. The Chaparrals would win it 49-48 as Westlake sophomore quarterback Sam Ellinger had a hand in on 6 different touchdowns. Reed Klubnik, nice catch, first win for the Todd Dodge era at Westlake. Over at House Park, Austin High hosted Joe McBride's Dripping Springs Tigers. Austin quarterback Bo Kalbacher to Chris Mendoza, who was headed to the house, 54-yard pass play for 6. The Maroons made it win number 1, handing the Tigers their first loss, 42-30. The Maroons with a great victory for Austin High head coach Mike Rosenthal. Joe Willis and his Cedar Park Timberwolves traveled to AC Bible Stadium to play Leander Rouse and their head coach Josh Mann. Great matchup on paper, but the Timberwolves were better in real life. Jake McCorney with a bit of good luck as his pass to Jack Grimm bounces in the right direction to his teammate Davis Fiata. Joey Carter would take the direct snap for a 6-0 lead, but Carter left the game with an ACL injury a bit later. Rouse tried to make a late rally. Raider running back A.J. Baddour says if at first you don't succeed, try again. Watch as he turns a loss into a big gain. The Timberwolves, though, are one of the strongest teams in the state for a reason as they win it 33-14 over Rouse. 1-0 LBJ traveled to Gupton Stadium to battle the 1-0 Vista Ridge Rangers. How about a little tomfoolery? Ranger quarterback Matt Snow to Delonte Singleton, who finds Alex Quintero, touchdown, and that was a difference in the game. 23-19, Vista Ridge wins. Georgetown with the drive down I-35 to Bob Shelton Stadium to face Hayes Consolidated. Great game, great highlights. Cody Gandy of the Hayes Rebels, one of the nicest runs you will see all year. That is truly a power play of the week. 21-14 Hayes on top. G-Town responds, though. Check out the offensive output that Jason Dean's Eagles displayed again. G-Town wins it 49-40. The Lake Travis Cavaliers were at the house that Robert Griffin III once roamed in, Bulldog Stadium at Copperas Cove. Cavs QB Charlie Brewer to receiver Cade Green for a TD. How about another hookup with these two? 89 yards this time as Green shows some speed. 47-16, LT wins over Copperas Cove. This was without Lake Travis quarterback Dom DeLira, who is out with an injury. Charlie Brewer doing just fine. To Belton we go, where Bob Shipley's Tigers were hosting Hendrickson. The Hawks are flying high again, at least in the regular season. Check out Jordan Williams with a defensive gem, and he's headed to the end zone for a touchdown. Hendrickson was just getting started, though. Hawks quarterback Carrington Carney, he's gone. 49-21, Hendrickson wins to improve the 2-0. Abilene Cooper on the road to play Vandegrift. The Vipers with quite a bite in recent years. Jamie Hudson to Travis Brannon as the Cougars were no match for Vandegrift at Monroe Memorial Stadium. Barrett Christensen on the receiving end of this nice touchdown pass play. Vipers win it 35-21. Cooper's neighbors, Abilene High, were more fortunate further south in the Alamo City at Gustafson Stadium. Derek Scott with a 65-yard touchdown run, but the play of the night belonged to Abram Smith. Check this out. The run, about 130 yards on that 73-yard touchdown. Smith, who was only 15 years old with 226 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns on the night. Let's just break this down a bit. Great blocks up front. Then watch as Abram Smith cuts to the outside. Warren needed to use the out-of-bounds area on the near sideline as a 12th defender, but Smith is too wise for that. Watch as he comes to a near halt, causing Derek Smith to miss the tackle for San Antonio Warren. Abrams does it again a few seconds later, causing another Warren defender to overrun the play. The result, a marquee run for Abrams in Abilene's 38-7 victory with nearly 400 yards rushing for the game as a whole. Let's stay in San Antonio, where defense was the theme on these next few games. Let's begin with Brandeis at D.W. Rutledge Stadium to play Converse Judson, who had 4 early turnovers. A couple of them proved very costly for the Rockets as Brandeis wins it 27-14. Laredo United coming off a great season facing Cibolo Steel. L.G. Williams with a nice touchdown pass to C.J. Williams for the Knights. That was beautiful. Reverse to number 4. No, not Justin Stockton. He's not back, but Xavier Martin is. Nice footwork. No cigar yet, though. Bryson Denley dives in for 6 following the play. 62-10. Steel wins. San Antonio O'Connor bringing some defense in their matchup with Alamo Heights. Wow, look at that shot. O'Connor has a strong offense as well, especially on the ground, as they go on to win it 34-24. Brennan squaring off with Smithson Valley. Deshaun Key facing 4th down, but no problem as he runs over Christian Castro and goes for a 48-yard touchdown run. Brennan up 14-3 after the first. How about some more Key? The short pass to Makai Green, and look at this. He breaks a tackle and he's gone. 71 yards for a touchdown. Key with a huge game involved with 5 TDs as Brennan wins it 41-10. Watch out for them this year. Bernie Champion squaring off with San Antonio Stevens. A scrambling quarterback is a huge asset. Throw in the catch, not to mention the run, and you have a top play nominee. The Chargers soar past the Falcons of Stevens 48-24. To the Lions' Den, where Ennis was hosting Class 4A Division I defending state champion Denton Geyer. The Lions got on the board first as running back Trey Elliott goes 69 yards to make it 7-0.
Oh, mama! Lay out the ho-hos and the ding-dongs.
Geyer would finally get on the board. Sean Robinson connects with Alex Honey for a 34-yard TD pass play to cut it to 14-7. Back and forth they would go, so let's fast forward to the final seconds with the game tied at 42. Geyer attempting a 33-yard field goal, and Anthony Terzini splits the uprights. Game over, 45-42. Geyer wins their first game of the season. Ennis falls to 0-2 despite tough competition. They'll play Waxahachie next. The Mesquite Poteet Pirates showed up in an offensive state of mind, topping Wiley East 55-41. Offense is key in this day and age of high school football. Poteet looks for real. Argyle rallied to beat Denison in the final 30 seconds at AT&T Cowboys Stadium. The defending champion Argyle Eagles in red were seeing red when they made the play that won the game against the Yellow Jackets. 42-35, Argyle wins it as the two teams combined for 42 points in the fourth quarter alone. Let's keep it going at AT&T Stadium as Dallas Skyline battled Arlington Martin. Skyline had 5 plays of more than 42 yards, including 3 that eclipsed 73 yards each. Dallas Skyline quarterback Kylan Johnson was sensational with over 400 yards passing, as DeLeon Ward also rushed for 229 yards. Dallas Skyline holds on for a 53-48 victory over Arlington Martin. Keeping with our big city theme, down in the Houston area, the Klein Oak Panthers were using some defense early on against Cy Creek as Seth Green picks off this Brett Baumgartner pass in the end zone. That would translate to some offense on the other end for the Oak. Panthers quarterback Jose Blankenship with the 18-yard keeper for the score. A little later, Blankenship connects with Austin Davis, and watch Davis take it to the house, 78 yards. Klein Oak wins it 37-11 over Cy Creek. Let's head out just southwest of Houston at Hall Stadium for the inaugural Fort Bend Tollway Cup. The Ridge Point Panthers were squaring off with the Hightower Hurricanes. Here's my vote for Power Play of the Week. Watch number 16, Justin Jackson. He is bigger than life on this one-handed grab. Now that's an interception. One-handed grabs seem to be the theme of the night. Check out the catch by number 19, Jax Biggins of Ridge Point. Yeah, that would set up Remus Bulmer's 3-yard touchdown run as the Panthers pitch the shutout 12-0, thanks in part to players like Omari Houston on 4th and goal here. Ridge Point is 2-0 in the school's 3rd year of varsity football. The Victoria West Warriors look for a 2-0 start as they hosted San Antonio McCollum. First quarter action, first drive of the game for West, and here's quarterback Jamarcus Gertie breaking tackles, fighting daylight, 29 yards into the end zone. West up 7-0. Next Warrior drive, Gertie looking deep. This time, Jonathan Jimenez. He has it, a 50-yard 6-pointer. Warriors up 14-0. First play, second quarter. Cowboys punt to Gertie. He waits for the bounce, waits to find some running room. Then, bye-bye, Gertie. 42-yard punt return for a touchdown. So in just over a quarter, Gertie had a run for a TD, pass for a TD, and scored on a punt return. Victoria West went on to win it 52-6.
El Campo has won the toss and is elected to receive.
Willow Ridge at El Campo, and the Ricebirds got off to a quick start. Adrian Alameda with a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, and it was 7-0 El Campo as Ricebirds head coach Bob Gillis was excited to see the output. Keith Dove added a 1-yard touchdown as El Campo went on to win it 49-7. Shiner hosting St. Joe's, and I tell you what, Shiner can run the football. You know, they got to the state championship game for a reason last year. They are looking every bit as dominant this season as they roll big over St. Joe's.
Number 2, Tyler Patek on the kick.
To the Battle of Southmost, as in we are on the border of Mexico as Brownsville Porter snapped a 24-game losing streak thanks to plays like this. Armando Payan with the interception, and he's taking it back to the house. Nice play for the Cowboys who win it 31-7. Weslaco East keeps on grinding on the ground, hosting San Benito. The Weslaco East Wildcats racked up 830 rushing yards in just 2 games. Here's Alexis Cervantes with a 50-yard dash, 42-13. Weslaco East improves to 2-0. For Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine, I'm Jeff Power. That's a look at our Power Plays of the Week. Submit your ideas online to texasfootball.com.